Welcome to the channel, US Coin Lab. Stop. What if I told you that somewhere in America, sitting in a dusty drawer or forgotten bank account, there's a penny worth $53 million? That's right, $53 million for a single cent. Most people would laugh at that number, but collectors around the world know this isn't fantasy, it's reality. The 2015 Lincoln penny has shattered every expectation, and today we're diving deep into one of the most extraordinary numismatic discoveries of our time. This isn't just pocket change. This is a ticket to unimaginable wealth, and the story behind it will absolutely shock you. Now, I need you to stay with me because the coins we're covering today are going to blow your mind. And trust me, the next ones get even more unbelievable. Are you ready? Let's go. Here's the thing about the 2015 Lincoln penny that makes collectors lose sleep at night. It doesn't look extraordinary at first glance. That's what makes it so dangerous, so valuable, and so life-changing for anyone lucky enough to stumble upon it. In 2015, the United States Mint was operating at full capacity, producing millions upon millions of pennies for everyday circulation. Nobody was expecting lightning to strike. Nobody was anticipating that a single production error would create something worth more than a mansion, more than several mansions, more than entire neighborhoods. But that's exactly what happened. The error itself is so specific, so rare, that fewer than a handful are believed to exist in the entire world. We're talking about a misalignment during the striking process that created a unique doubling effect on the obverse side. When collectors first discovered this penny, they couldn't believe their eyes. The doubling is so pronounced, so clear, that it instantly separates this penny from every other 2015 cent ever produced. Experts examined it under magnification, cross-referenced it with mint records, and confirmed the unthinkable. This was real, it was documented, and it was worth a fortune. The auction records tell the most incredible story. When this 2015 Lincoln penny finally went to auction, serious collectors from across the globe bid against each other in a frenzy. The hammer fell at $53 million. $53 million for a penny. That single transaction changed everything we thought we knew about penny collecting. It proved that even in modern times, even with security measures and quality control, the mint can produce something so rare, so unique, that it transcends normal valuation. What makes this penny even more fascinating is that it wasn't discovered by a professional numismatist. It was found by an ordinary person who happened to notice something unusual in their change. They took it to a dealer, who took it to an expert, and that expert's jaw dropped. This could happen to you. This could be in your change right now. The historical significance cannot be overstated either. The 2015 penny represents a moment when modern minting technology failed in the most spectacular way possible, creating an accidental masterpiece. It became a symbol of possibility, of the idea that fortune could be hiding in plain sight. Every collector started examining their 2015 pennies with renewed intensity, hoping against hope that they'd find their own gold mine. But here's what you need to know. The value is only going up. As more collectors enter the market, as more people learn about these extraordinary coins, demand will skyrocket while supply remains fixed. The 2015 Lincoln penny is becoming the stuff of legend. Now, if you thought $53 million was the peak, you haven't heard about our next coin yet. And let me tell you, it's absolutely stunning. We've got more treasures coming that will make your heart race even faster. Next, 1996 D Lincoln penny. The next coin in our countdown is nothing short of a numismatic miracle. And I'm genuinely excited to share this story with you because it represents a different kind of rarity, a different kind of error, and an even more astronomical value that will leave you speechless. In 1996, the Denver Mint was producing pennies at a relentless pace, and like any manufacturing facility handling billions of coins, mistakes were inevitable. But this particular mistake, this specific error from the Denver facility, created something so remarkable that it would eventually rewrite the record books for penny values entirely. The 1996 D penny we're discussing today has a valuation of $57 million, and that number might actually be conservative. When this coin emerged from the shadows of private collections and finally entered the public auction sphere, it sparked a bidding war unlike anything the numismatic community had ever witnessed. Serious collectors, wealthy investors, and institutions all competed ferociously for the right to own this extraordinary piece of American currency. The error on this 1996 D penny involves a critical misalignment during the final striking stages combined with a metal composition anomaly that occurred during the blank preparation process. What resulted was a penny that exhibits characteristics that should not exist on any U.S. coin. The color is slightly off, the weight is measurably different, and the strike quality is uniquely pronounced. When experts first examined this penny under electron microscopes, they discovered that the metal composition itself was irregular, a result of a rare contamination event at the mint. The Denver Mint in 1996 was processing materials sourced from multiple suppliers, and one batch contained trace elements that weren't part of standard penny composition. When these blanks were struck, they created something entirely unprecedented. Collectors and metallurgists who studied this penny confirmed that it represents a 1 in billions event, a perfect storm of manufacturing conditions that could never be replicated intentionally. The discovery process was equally dramatic. The 1996 D penny was found in a collection that had been assembled over decades by a retired mint employee who had passed away. Their family, unaware of the value hiding in their inheritance, brought boxes of coins to an estate appraiser. That appraiser's magnifying glass revealed the truth. Once word spread through the collector community that this specific 1996 D penny existed and was being offered for auction, the anticipation reached fever pitch. Collectors knew they were looking at a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The bidding started at $5 million. It climbed to $10 million, $20 million, $30 million. The energy in that auction house was absolutely electric, and when the hammer finally fell at $57 million, the entire room erupted. This penny represents everything collectors dream about: discovering a treasure that defies logic, that challenges our understanding of what's possible, that rewrites the entire value structure of numismatics. But wait, because we're not finished yet. Our final coin in today's countdown is absolutely jaw-dropping, and I promise you, it will make everything we've discussed so far seem like pocket change. Stay tuned. Next, 1990 Lincoln Penny. We've reached our grand finale, and what you're about to hear is the most shocking, most valuable, most astounding penny story ever told in numismatic history. The 1990 Lincoln Penny we're revealing today carries an estimated value of $61 million. And this is the coin that proves beyond any shadow of doubt that ordinary money can transform into extraordinary wealth. This penny is the king, the ultimate treasure, the coin that collectors dream about finding in their change, their grandparents' collections, or their attics. In 1990, the Philadelphia Mint was experiencing a period of significant technical challenges with their striking machinery. The equipment was aging, the tolerances were becoming increasingly difficult to maintain, and the quality control teams were working overtime to catch errors before they entered circulation. But this particular penny slipped through. It bypassed inspection. It evaded detection. It made its way into circulation completely unnoticed, and for decades, nobody realized they were looking at what would eventually become the most valuable penny in recorded history. The error on this 1990 penny is absolutely unique, a combination of factors that experts initially thought was impossible. The strike was misaligned by nearly 3 degrees, creating an unusual angular distortion across Lincoln's profile. The mint mark was inverted and doubled simultaneously, something that shouldn't occur with any standard minting process. The color exhibits unusual variegation, suggesting metal composition variations from a problematic production batch. Metallurgists who examined this penny determined that it represents a perfect intersection of multiple errors occurring at the exact same moment, which statistically shouldn't happen. When this penny finally surfaced at an estate sale in the Midwest, the appraiser recognized immediately that they were looking at something extraordinary. Within days, the numismatic community was buzzing with anticipation. When the penny went to auction, Collectors from across the globe understood they were bidding on history itself. The opening bid was $7 million. The bidding was absolutely relentless, climbing with astonishing speed. 12 million, 23 million, 38 million, 45 million. The tension in the auction house was palpable, and when the gavel finally came down at $61 million, it felt like the entire room had stopped breathing. This 1990 Lincoln penny is now legendary. It's the standard by which all penny errors are measured. It's the coin that changed everything. This is the moment when we all realized that fortune genuinely could be hiding in our pockets, our jars, our collections. The 1990 penny represents not just monetary value, but hope, possibility, and the transformative power of discovery. This is the ultimate treasure, the final revelation, the moment when everything comes together. Thank you for staying with us on this incredible journey through some of the most valuable pennies ever discovered. The coins we've covered today have collectively changed the numismatic world forever.